In the portfolio web page design, already we have completed the home page and also the about us page. So in this video, we are going to see about how to implement the remaining pages. So actually we are designed with these 4 pages. So already we have completed that home page and also the about us page. And the third page is project page. So for creating the project page, that is in this page actually we are going to show about our work or the talent. So here you can add the different images or some description to show your talent. To create these sessions, you can use the different element that we already discussed in the first 2 pages. Okay, that means if you want to add any text elements or any images using the image tag, so if you want to create the division, you can use the division tag. So like that, using the tag, and if you want to give the some brief explanation, then you can use the paragraph tag. So these are the tags already we discussed. So using that, so just create the project page. And now we are going to see about how to design the contact us page. So this is the final design. So actually the final designs look like this. So here so this is the first part and this is the second part. So here we are providing some contact information. So here we are creating one form. So using the forms, anyone can submit their request or they can submit the different queries. So majorly here we are going to see about how to create the HTML forms and the different form elements, and here also we have to see what is the address element, so on. Okay, now we can start to create our page, that is contact page. So for that, just to open the VS Code. So create the new file. So we can name this contact.html. Okay, now we can add the element one by one. So first we need to create the outer structure. So the root element is HTML and this will be consist of 2 parts. One is the header portion and the next one is the body. So first we are going to create all the elements. So here we actually plan to create the 2 sessions. So first we are creating one heading, that is contact us. So for that I'm using the h1 tag or h1 element. So and uh, so here so that heading should be displayed on center. So by using the inline style sheet, so actually we are having 3 different types of style sheet, and using this inline style sheet, so we can give the styles or add the styles to particular element by using the style attribute. So using the style attribute, so he can define any style for that particular element. So here we are given us name value pair. So here the property is, that is text align and center alignment. So now we can type that contact us. So now we can create this address element for providing the address. So first you can add name, so break, so that will leave one line, break line, then street. So after that also we want line, then city, then country. So what are the detail you want, you can type here. So using the address tag we can type the address, And here for defining the mail ID and also the mobile number, so I am using the anchor tag, that is a, that's anchor tag. So here the href, so here we can given the reference. So here I'm using one attribute that is called as mail to. So here you can provide your mail ID. I'm just giving a@gmail.com. So after that, so this is a label for this tag. So this also I type a@gmail.com. So here, while we are using this option that is mail to, this allows, while clicking this element, it open the user default email application, and in the to field it is filled with the that is pre-filled with the provided email address. So here that is you are given the email addresses a@gmail.com. So while we are clicking this one, so this will move to your default email application in the D2 field that is filled with this value. So similarly for phone, here we are using the, so here we are created using this anchor element, and here, so I am giving the option as tell, and here you can give your mobile number. 0. So while you are using this tell attributes, this allows while we are clicking on a device, this can make a calls, that is this will open the phone dialer with this number pre-filled. So this is a two new option that we studied. That is, one is if you are using the mail to, that is used to given the mail address, and while we are clicking to this one, this is automatically moves to your email application, and this is also automatically moves to the caller if you are using tell attribute. So now we are completed the first one. Okay, now we are creating the next part, that is your query form. So here I am first giving the title as using this h1 tag, and I am giving the style same as inline style. So here style attribute is text align, the value is sender. So and here my typing the text is submit your request. Okay, now we can add the form. So for providing the query or request, so here we are going to add the form. So for that we are using the HTML form element. So this HTML form element is used to create the HTML forms. So this provide the different attributes. The one of the attribute is action. So if we are defining any URL in the action attributes while we are submitting the form, so this will be taken, that particular action we are defined using the action attribute. And here, so I am using another one form element that is called as field set. So this is used to group the form element. So here we are having the first another one form element, that is label. So that is used to provide the label. So here I am giving the label as first name. So now we can add the component one by one. So now we can add the input. So for getting the input from user, so we are using the element input. So here you can use the different type. So here I am giving, that is I am going to give the text input. So I am typing as text. So if you want any other radio button, or it provide the different types of input. Similarly, the second element, that is also one label with input, that is used to get the last name, that is used to get the last name. Okay, So now for writing the query, we can create the text area. So the text area, so you can give the paragraph of information. So we can define by using the element that is text area. So this will be provide the two attribute. One is rows. So here you can define the number of rows. I am define number of rows is 5. That is 5 lines, and the columns using calls. So here I am giving the column as 20, 35. So here what we are typing, that is print as the default. Something here. So now almost we have completed the form with the four field, that is two label and two text box and one text area. So now we are defining the submit button. So for that I am using the input element with type is equal to submit, and for labeling that I am using the component that is value is equal to submit. So this is display on that submit button. Yeah, now almost we completed our design, so we can view that. So this is our design, that is we almost completed. So now we can align this one. So for that alignment or giving the different style, so we are going to use the CSS. So you can add, here I am using the internal CSS. So for that I am using the style tag in a header portion. So now we can add the style one by one. So for using the body element, so this is called as element selector. So I am applying style to whole body. So I am setting first font family equal to this one, and this, so you can use any font family, and background color. So am I using this color? Then for all the element I am applying the style. So I am using the universal selector. After it's the universal selector, this will be select the whole element. So I am giving box sizing. So this we discussed in the last video. So that means, so this will be include the padding, margin, everything using the size of the element. Border box and padding 10 pixel. So this will be add the 10 pixel space between around the element, that is top, bottom, left and right. So now for the label we can give some small alignment. So for that I am using the element selector, that is label is an element. So display as the block, display block, then font weight bold, right. So now, so here we are using this border box. So here this padding is included with the elements. So for separating the submit button, so here I am applying the uh, specific style to only the submit button. So I am selecting, so here I am selecting the input element using this input selector. So from that I am applying only this the style to the element which type is submit, right. So I'm margin top 20 pixel. So likewise you have the different styles that you can add. So now we just run this one. So this is our final page. So if you move this one to the next one, so here you can add one. So here also you can add the label, and you can type on break. So now we can see our final output. So this is our final output. Okay, now we completed all the pages. So and here, so you have to link with the home pages. So just I'm open the home page, that is our portfolio page. So here we can give the link. So we already created the about pages, about.html. So likewise create this page also, project page also, and this also we created, that is contact.html. So now we can run this one. So this is our front page we decided. So here also you want to add, you can add the different images. So already we discussed, using that you can add different images here, and we can create the attractive by adding the CSS. So this is we already created. So while we are pressing this one, this is about us, and this is contact us. So if you want to move back to from one page, so you can also add by using the anchor bracket. So this is our overall portfolio website. So this is our front page. So you can add different images here, and the project page. So you create the project page with different images and description that actually shows total all your skill. And this is about page. So while clicking this one, this is move to this page, and this is contact page. So this is overall a simple portfolio website.